Welcome back, everybody, to For Goodness Take. Today, we have University of Northern Iowa forward Noah Carter. Noah, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, thank you. So, we're just going to talk some basketball, ask you some questions, and all that good stuff. So, to kick it off, what kind of pregame rituals are you doing before the game? You individually, you with the team? What's some stuff we need to know?
So usually, I usually try to get to the arena about an hour and a half before tip off. I get my ankles taped, and then I go and get my jersey and everything on. And after that, I go out and I do a little bit of stretching. Right before, like 60 minutes before tip off, the team does stretching together. But right before that, I do a little bit of shooting. I get a couple extra shots up, and then I sit down and I say my own prayers and stuff like that. And then I just get myself focused for the game, and then then we're getting ready to play.
Any superstitions you have?
Nothing really. Like if I have something that works, like if I play well in a game, like whether it be like how my tights are, like on my leg, or how like how if I have my shorts rolled away, like if I do well in a game before, I definitely do it the same thing the next game. So just like little things like that. But yeah, I think if it's working for me, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, I remember when I used to play, I'd roll down my socks 3 times, and it worked. I had like 26 points. I did it again, scored 4, and I just quit it after that. I was like, okay, that's a one-time thing. Coincidence. So
Yeah, yeah.
playing in the Missouri Valley Conference, there's a lot of competition. So where is it the hardest to play on the road?
Um, yeah, I'd say the Valley is one of the hardest like conferences. Mid-major conferences. Every time you play a team in the Valley, you don't know how it's going to turn out. It could be against anybody. It's going to be a really good game. But I think, especially this upcoming year, I think the hardest place to play is going to be at Loyola Chicago. I really like their gym. It's a little small gym. It's I think my one time being there, it's really cool. It's got a little tight feel, and I like that, honestly. It feels like the fans are right on top of you. So that'd be one of the coolest places, I think, in the Valley. And then yeah, but I enjoy playing everywhere. It's awesome playing in the Valley. You got some really good teams, so it's awesome.
So is it any other places you like to play besides Loyola Chicago in specific?
Um, in the Valley, I'd say, trying to think. I really like playing at Drake. Not gonna lie.
Ooh,
In-state rivalry. I really enjoyed playing there. It was a sold out game. It's packed, so it was a heated game. So I like playing at Drake as well.
are they bumping Drake before the game? Playing
You
some Drake
know,
and Drake?
they should. I know a couple years ago, Drake went to and took a picture at the university and got their sign, which is really dope. So, I mean, I really hope they're playing Drake. They should see if Drake could come in and do a concert for him or something.
Do you think there's going to be a concert at University of Northern Iowa pregame?
And I hope. I mean, I hope so because that'd be dope.
Who would you want?
I definitely want Drake. No, I'd say Drake because he's got the hypest songs.
Yeah.
You get in the right mood.
Does University of Northern Iowa have the best fans in the Missouri Valley Conference? Like, would they get all hype with the pregame music?
Yes, for sure. We do. We got some great fans. Their support this past year was amazing. You never hear anything bad from them. They're always on your side. And they show up every night. And there's some really good fans. I really enjoy them. But yeah, when we get the students there, man, it's bumping. Like we had a couple sold out games this year, and it was amazing. We had the student section going crazy, and the fans really get into it. So it's a great atmosphere in Cedar Falls.
Do you try to acknowledge the fans? Like, watching your mixtape, you always have a nice dunk or so every now and then. Do you always look at the student section, point to, and be like, yeah, that's me. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like when I really get like going in the game, I'll get a couple buckets under my belt. when I really feel good, I'll do a little thing to the crowd. Like I remember, I got a dunk and I did a little pump thing, and then I remember we were at Drake, and I hit my third three in a row, and I kind of gave a little Jordan shrug, There's little stuff like that that just gets me going in my own head, which is I like doing that stuff.
Awesome. So the NBA has confirmed that it will resume July 31st with the 22-team format. How
Yes,
excited are
sir.
you for that? How excited?
I mean, I'm very excited. Yeah, like because we got the summer. Like I know, like this, like during the fall and the winter, like we had just been so focused on basketball, like our own team and stuff. Like this was like the first year I really never got to like watch as much basketball as I wanted to. And now that it's gonna happen during the summer, and I got nothing to do, but I just got workouts and stuff like that. I'm gonna be full tune watching it all the time. So my hope is that the Bucks meet the Lakers in the NBA Finals, and I hope something happens like that. But yeah, that's it's awesome that's happening.
I want the show to win. So under my totally real UNI jersey is actually a LeBron shirt.
Uh
So you can tell by the 2-3. So if the Lakers can pull it out, that would be crazy. I know I'd be going
Yeah,
nuts.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Lakers win. I'd love to see LeBron win another title. So he can start inching up in the GOAT talk, because everybody, their one thing is like, oh, he doesn't have the rings, or his finals record isn't good. But if he keeps on winning some rings, man, they got to give it to him.
I think he's the best player of all time. I don't think he's reached GOAT status, and I don't think he will, but I think he's the better player of the two.
I'd agree. Yeah, like when it comes, I mean, he's a really good player. Like you can't, I mean, there's no stopping him. Like when you do say that, like with Michael, like just looking at like The Last Dance and stuff like that, his dominance and just like his greatness is hard to beat when it comes to that status.
So are you rooting for the Lakers to win it all, or do you have another team?
Yeah, I'd say my number one is the Lakers, and then probably number two would be the Bucks. I've been a Bucks fan. I was a real big Bucks fan when Jabari got drafted by him, and I kind of just started from there. And then I've grown on Giannis and everything, and it's really fun seeing him grow. But yeah, I'd say my number two is the Bucks, and then I hope I heard some news that it's not going to happen, but I hope that the Nets make it and KD comes back. If that happens, if KD does come back, then I want the Nets to win.
I want to see KD come back too, but I don't think that's happening. That would be sick though.
I don't think it's happening either. I saw some news that even if the NBA does come back, that he's not joining, but we'll see. It's got to hope for the best.
Are the Bucks your favorite team?
I'd say yeah. Like for like a team standpoint, I'd definitely say the Bucks are my favorite team. Player standpoint, like I'm a big KD fan. So like wherever he goes, I'm a fan of them. I used to be a Thunder fan when he was playing with them, but since he left, I kind of had to switch routes, and I didn't want to join a bandwagon or anything. So
Yeah,
I kind of joined the Bucks. Yeah, when they were down low, so they've made their come up, which is really cool.
So you like any other sports besides basketball?
I mean, I enjoy like watching football and baseball and stuff like that. I never really played when I was younger or played in high school, which I wish I would have, because I was just always caught up in basketball. But I always did enjoy watching those. And then I really I'm kind of just getting into golf a little bit. I'm kind of just
Ooh.
yeah. I just since we got out of school, I really haven't had anything else to do, so I've been working on that, just trying to get my golf swing down and have it not slice off to the right or to the left. So I'm just working on stuff like that.
I'm so bad at golf. I'm like beyond bad at golf. Are you any good?
No, I mean I've only played like 2 full 18 like holes, and I've only hit like maybe like a handful of good drives and just like a handful of good shots. But I'm gonna keep on working and see if I can get my swings down, because if I could do that, like I feel like I can like be decent. Like I'm really bad too, but my goal is to be okay, I guess.
To be okay.
Yeah, just to be okay.
I know going to the range, I could not get it past like the 200-yard mark or foot mark, whatever it was. I think foot mark yard sounds a little too much, but how's
Yeah.
your drive looking?
I mean, the distance isn't really what's my problem. Like, just hitting it straight, like, completely straight is what I struggle with. Like, whenever I hit it, it usually goes off to the right or I'll hit it and it goes off to the left. Like, there's only – like, if I hit it straight, it does go pretty far. And then, like, because I got a couple friends that are, like, really good at golf, so, like, they're trying to help me. But they say when I hit it right, like, it's going, like, almost farther than theirs, which is nice to hear.
Any trash talk on the iron grid? What do they call a golf field? The gridiron's the football field. What do they call a golf course? The course?
I mean, I guess. I think yeah, I don't even know. Like, I'm not even that educated.
Any trash talk with you and the guys when you go golfing?
Not yet. I can't talk any trash. I'm just that bad. Yeah, like if I had a little bit of like in me, man, I would try to talk just a little bit of trash, but I'm to the point where I can't talk any because they'll hit one shot and my shot will be so far off that it wouldn't even be close.
I mean, you're good enough on the court to talk some trash, so do you do it on the court at least?
I usually don't talk trash unless somebody's talking to me. That's usually how I go. I try to be the nice guy. Just go out there and play and give you buckets and you just that type of guy. But if somebody is talking trash to me, that's when I'll get a little angry and I'll start talking back.
Do you have like a line you go to immediately, or do you have to like base it on the person that's talking the trash to you?
It just comes naturally. Like I usually don't I like if it happens, I just think of it right then and there. Just I just think of it then, and it's like sometimes like after the game, I'll be like, dang, like I really should have said something, but it just comes right to the mind then at that moment.
Best trash talking moment in your career, regardless of collegiate, high school, AAU.
We were playing AAU my 17U year in Fort Wayne, Indiana, at Spies Fieldhouse, and we were playing against, I forget what his name is. He went to Spire Academy. He played with LaMelo. I think he's going to Michigan State. I can't think of his name.
Rocket Watts.
Yeah, we were playing the family. We were playing the family out of Detroit, and it was just like all those guys, and they're playing us because we play for the Barnstormers. We're a bunch of white kids from Iowa and stuff like that. So they're talking mess like we can't play. And I ended up having like 30, 38 points that game, and I was going back and forth with them. And they didn't think I was good or anything, so I started getting some buckets on them. I started talking a little bit of trash, and they finally got the respect. Yeah.
Any lines?
Man, I can't. I don't know if I can say it on here. A couple lines, just a little bit of, oh, you ain't that, and you can't guard me. A couple of those, just thrown all in there. So things like that.
You guys win the game?
We ended up winning the game. We ended up making it to the championship. I think because we played them in like the semifinal or something. It was either the semifinal or the quarterfinal, but we ended up making the championship game, and we played like 8 games that tournament, so we were gassed. I think we ended up losing the championship game like super close.
So, aside from basketball and golf, do you have any weird or special talents?
I like I said before in the other one, I like to go fishing and hunting, and so one of my talents is I'm really good at fishing. Like probably when it's said and done, when I hang up basketball and everything, I'll probably try to become a professional fisherman. My dad's actually a professional fisherman too, so I got a lot of knowledge when it comes to fishing and stuff like that. So I think I could definitely pursue a professional career in that.
Okay. I remember I was at a University of Wisconsin football game, and it was pretty much empty because it was hunting season, first day of hunting season. Everyone's out, and it was just vacant there. Is that what happens at UNI too? It's just first day of hunting season, vacant, crickets?
Yeah, like it's when hunting season comes around, man, you're not going to see many people. You'll just see, like, middle of the day, you'll just see trucks riding around with antlers hanging out of them and stuff like that. But yeah, it's in Iowa. When it's fall, you know what time it is. Everybody's talking about
hunting season. Have you ever tried to like maneuver your way around a practice or a game to go to hunting season, fishing season?
Man, like not since college, but when I was in high school, when I was a senior in high school, I didn't start class I purposely made my schedule where I started like third period. So I started at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'd go hunting in the morning before school. And like before practice, like we'd have school and then we'd have practice. But yeah, I used to go hunting in the morning, and I enjoyed it. It was really fun, but I was just so tired. And then once practice really started to pick up, I had to cut it out because I needed my sleep. But yeah, it was I did do that sometimes.
Nice. So that concludes the interview portion. I have a speed round where I'm just going to say a name, phrase, etc. And you're going to say the first thing that comes to your mind, whether it's a word, sentence, whatever it may be, okay?
Gotcha.
So, AJ Green.
Dominant.
Talking about the football player or the shooting guard?
I'm talking about my point guard. My point guard,
Yeah,
AJ
there we
Green, is
go.
dominant. Yes, sir.
Guy's a bucket. It just doesn't miss.
Yes, sir.
McLeod Center.
Amazing.
March Madness.
I got mixed feelings on this one, but I'm gonna say my word is I'm just I can't think of like one word to describe it because it is
It can be a sentence too.
I'm just gonna say terrific because just all the feelings that go into it it's just crazy.
I believe you guys were going to make a run before it got canceled, but next year you're going to make a run for sure to make up for it.
Exactly. Yeah.
NBA draft.
Number 1 pick. Yeah.
Noah Carter, number 1 pick?
Man, that's the dream, man. I hope so. I really hope so.
Do you have like a team in mind when like you're hoisting up the jersey and grabbing the hat? Do you have a team, the first thing that comes to your mind when you walk up on the stage?
I think like growing up, because it's like the closest team to my home is the Chicago Bulls. My dad's from Chicago. He's a big Bulls fan. I could just see myself holding up that red jersey and, just feeling real good having like family in Chicago and stuff like that. So I do see that.
What number are you?
35
You hold up
for Kevin Durant. Yep, 35. I definitely hold up 35.
Nice. So I know I'm going to cop that draft day when that happens. So
Man, I hope so.
Last one, Noah Carter.
Dang, that's a tough one. I'd say dang, I can't think of one. I'd just say I'd say utility man. I can do whatever you need me to. Whether that's on the court, off the court, that's whether that's offense, defense, I'd say just utility man, somebody that can do anything for you whenever you need it.
What's your stat line for next year? Like, what's your stat line prediction?
Man, I'm hoping, hoping I can get double digits for points. Nothing too crazy. Just hopefully I can get up in my rebounds around 6 or 7. Where I can really help the team. Get a couple assists a game. Play a lot more minutes than I did last season. And if I can do that, my main goal is just to help the team as much as I can.
My stat line prediction for you and for next year is 12.4, 7.2, and 3.8.
I like that.
Yeah, that's going to happen. I have full confidence that that's going to happen.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. So that concludes this episode of For Goodness Take. Noah, thank you so much for being on the show. Best of luck to you, and I would not be surprised to see your name in the 2021 NBA draft.
Hey, thank you very much for having me. This was an amazing interview, and yeah, thank you for reaching out to me. This is an awesome experience, and I'm glad we could get this done.